Good morning.
Good morning. So, what did we do this week?
We're shooting guns today, folks.
You don't want the stickies?
Yeah, maybe we should hold on to them. If we can salvage it, probably should. It is cocked and then just pick it up and think.
Wow.
Which?
All right, today we are at Silver Springs. We're gonna be riding some kayaks and seeing some manatees, hopefully. We're kayaking on the springs today. Haha. Let's go. It's beautiful out. This water's so clear. We're just kind of having some fun. So let's go explore. So apparently, according to Sarah, this place used to have a zoo back in like the 50s, which was like pre-Disney days for Florida. And supposedly this like population of monkeys escaped. Well, what year did you say the Tarzan movie was filmed? Was it the 30s? So apparently I was incorrect in saying that the monkeys came from a zoo. They came from a Tarzan movie filmed back in the 30s. I'm gonna include a clip so you guys can see what I was referencing, but apologies for the miscommunication. The monkeys escaped from the movie set, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's the 1930s and they were careless.
Mm-hmm. Weird. Okay.
Only in Florida.
Bye. Oh man. See? Told you. Morning. So yesterday, Sarah's MacBook bricked when she was in the middle of doing an update. So on today's to-do list, we have to go see if we can get that fixed, and if we can't, then she's gonna have to get a new one. Also, Russia invaded Ukraine and is bombing stuff. Good start. Okay, so not great news about Sarah's MacBook. We took it to this certified Apple dealer for them to look at it, and they basically said it's not gonna be any less than $500 because they think it's the battery, but they don't know, and it would be at least $70 to look at it. And so I think we're deciding to just cut the losses and get a new one, because even if she decided to fix it, it wouldn't be ready in 2 days. They said it would at least be 6 business days, and we're leaving Saturday, so that's not gonna work. We went to Best Buy, looked around, think she's decided on one, but we have come back to have a gourmet lunch, if you will, consisting of ramen, bacon, also known as pork belly, and eggs.
I'm happy, but I'm not happy. That was a lot of money down the drain. Oh, sorry, Kitty. All right. Hello, new computer. Okay, control yourself.
I'm excited, guys. Last day before the trip. Got a couple things to take care of today, and we're hitting the road. Good morning.
Good morning. So, what did we do this week? Quite a bit.
Yeah. It was busy. I had to tie up some loose ends, pack the car, finish the platform.
Well, I did that, not you.
She did.
I spent most of the week working on that, and, you know, we did some other fun stuff kind of in between.
So why did we come to Gainesville, Florida, of all places?
Well, I'm from here. I grew up in Gainesville. I left for college because ultimately I wanted to change, and I felt like going farther away from home was going to be good for my growth, and you know, I wanted to start my career in design. So I went to NC State, but you know, where I met you, not at State, but in Raleigh. Basically, I wanted to do this trip since about middle school. My mom had talked about that for a very long time because she never got to go on any kind of trip like this. Her career path was really structured and kind of in a ladder. You know, you take one step and, you know, to get to the next step, and everything is really, really linear. Ultimately, I wanted to figure out how to do a kind of trip like this, and I had planned it in my head. I planned it in Google Maps of all things in high school, and I thought about doing it with some friends, but at the time they weren't really it wasn't gonna work out. But I kind of always held on to this idea. Somehow it ended up working out, and we kind of started planning this about a year ago, and somehow we kind of noticed this window of time where we were both moving out of our apartments at the same time. Even though we were quite new in our relationship at the time, he was kind of like, okay, yeah, we'll do this trip, like whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
we're doing this trip.
Yep.
And you know, because I'm crazy, but we just kind of noticed this window of time right after I was gonna be able to graduate early. Basically, I'd kind of I had started on that in March of last year, and we kind of grew in our relationship and, you know, didn't kill each other, so that's good. And then I guess as time went on, it got closer and closer and more real. Ultimately though, it feels great to be kind of doing this from Gainesville. Like, I got to work with my dad mostly on creating the platform for the car, and that was really just meaningful for me too. My dad and my mom are two of the best people I know. We got to build the whole thing on the inside and use kind of the shop here, because obviously it's hard to do this in an apartment, and I think it turned out pretty good. And Adam helped sand it.
I did.
And stain it, so you know, you contributed.
That is what I did.
But remember, it's Boone made.
Spoon made. So in a way, this is kind of a follow-up to my video of why we were going to be leaving Raleigh, and this was just the first stop on the trip. But in a couple hours, we're going to be heading to Tallahassee for a couple of days, and
Or just stay with my good friend, my lifelong best friend. But just to get a little farther west, so start the journey on I-10.
first stop, then it's Baton Rouge, then it's Austin, and by this time next week, we will be in our first national forest.
Park. Yes.
National Park.
Big
National
Bend.
Park, Big Bend, Texas.
Ready?
Yeah, I think so. I'm excited for it.
Let's do it.